I think we have everything. We can go.
You took our things.
I did.
We have the orders. Let's get out of this accursed place.
Great. Do you have the keys?
We have the keys, the orders, and our things.
And also a rather nice sword. I suppose you settled things with the Hungarian.
Before you lot start exchanging revenge stories, give me the keys. I have to find the right one.
Here you are. Istvan is dead.
Cek cek cek.
I killed him.
And is it a weight off your shoulders? Has anything changed?
Aye. It's a wonderful feeling. Now I just have to sort out the rest of them.
Be careful, Henry. It's understandable after what happened to you, but taking pleasure in revenge can be dangerous. And not just for your soul.
Amen.
Leave him be. He's a warrior. You can see it in his eyes. You did the right thing, Henry.
And did you follow my advice? Or did you take needless risks?
I acted like a knight. I gave him the chance to defend himself.
So you ignored my advice? Oh, dear lad. What would have happened if you had lost? Did you think about that?
A knight can't think like that. To hell with that, but... that bastard didn't deserve a fair fight. You should have gutted him in his sleep, like Godwin said.
Well, thank God it didn't end up worse.
If you've all finished chatting, I'd like to remind you where we are. We have to vanish, now!
Is it far? Zizka won't make it too far on foot.
I'll make it.
How should I know? I've never been here before. I think the passage ends. There's an old poacher's camp in the rocks. You go first, Henry, and light the way. I'll lock the gate behind
Well,
me.
let's go then. I just hope we won't get buried alive.
In that case, at least we'll have a burial with a priest.
Fresh air at last. Now, if we had a little wine...
They've noticed we're gone. Fuck. How far are your people with the horses?
Young Mika will be waiting half a mile to the south. at an old camp.
I need to rest. Supposing we take a look at Sigismund's letter. See what the bastard is plotting. Oh, good idea. Here, give me some light. And let me see. I, Sigismund of Luxembourg, by the will of God, King of Hungary, Dalmatia, and Bohemia.
Oh, Christ, skip that.
And I therefore call my loyal ally. Sigismund is mustering his allies and their armed forces to Kuttenberg.
What does it mean?
It means that he's lost patience. And he's planning to crush the resistance while he still can.
So, von Burgov and von Aulitz have gone to Kuttenberg?
Yeah. And my friend Hinek of Kunstadt is at Suchdal Fortress, not far from Kuttenberg. And Liechtenstein is in Kuttenberg too. We have to warn them.
And we have to help Capon?
Yeah, but first we must get away from here. Only he can't get far on foot.
I'll bring the horses to the road. You wait here.
But the place is crawling with them.
You go ahead. They'll give up in a while. We'll move further back inside.
When you meet Mika, the password is Falcon. God go with you, lad.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! You want to try me? What's that? I'm all yours! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! You want to try me? We're going to gut you, Larson. I'm all yours! Do it! I'll rip your ass off. I've been waiting for you. Show your stuff. Everyone, here!
Are you Mika?
Depends on who's asking.
I'm Henry. I'm here to... Falcon. Password is Falcon. It all went tits up. We need to take the wagon all the way to the Where is it, anyway?
We left the wagon and the horses just outside. The soldiers are combing the forest.
Fuck!
I thought we could sneak out of here.
You don't look too good neither.
Listen, my brother and the butcher's hand are guarding. Someone has to tell them what happened.
All right, I'll go. Where exactly is the wagon?
Keep heading south from here until you go between the rocks, up the hill. Then head. If you pass by an abandoned camp, you'll know you're going. It's another mile or so past the camp. Just keep heading south. You should come across them. We're parked there.
Right.
Don't forget to say the password Falcon to them too, so they don't kill you. Good luck.
And you. head towards the rocks.
Catherine sent me. Things got a bit complicated.
Carry straight on to Yuqing. The merchant road will take you right to Kuttenberg.
But you're not coming with us?
No. I have to go back to Razig and Hanush and tell them what's been planned and what happened to Lord Capon. Like, it's high time you got going. Watch out for yourselves. Especially you, Henry. I don't have to come back and look for your body again.
I'll do my best.
Look, if you find yourself stuck, look for Sir Odorin of Rabosh and give him this ring. He'll help you, even if he's not too happy about it.
Godspeed!
So, we finally got him. How does it feel?
I said, how does it feel? Do you really think you could get rid of me? No, dear boy. You and I still have a lot of work to do.
Henry? Are you hurt? You fell asleep. Are you all right?
Is it much further?
We'll reach Sukdal shortly, if those woodcutters by the forest weren't making it up. They look pretty frightened.
Maybe they were just in awe of your beauty.
My, you've got a silver tongue, eh?
Not that I want to contradict, but I think there might be another reason. Sigismund is riding roughshod over the country, so the people are cautious. I can't blame them.
If it was only Sigismund. The devil is just as bad.
I thought we'd sorted all this out. He's no saint, not by any means. But he is an ally of the king. My friend.
Who is?
The dry devil.
Lord Hinek of Kunstadt, Burgrave of Snoimo Castle, a great warrior, and at this moment a guest of the Lord of Sukdal.
He's a drunkard, and a dangerous, violent man.
I'll watch him, don't you worry.
You always say that, and there's always trouble. How do you propose to watch a fella like that? He's mad.
Can you give it a rest? I don't need you insulting him before I get a word in.
Great. So I'm to keep my mouth shut, eh?
Say what you like, just don't go bugging the devil. At least for a while. That's all I'm asking.
What is this Sukdal place we're heading to?
The fortress of Lord Pisek, Mint Master to King Wenceslas himself.
My word!
Lord Pisek ain't gonna
And
see
will a
ya.
man of his
He's got an
stature
important
see us?
visit.
We'll find out soon enough. But I hope Dry Devil vouches for us.
And what's your plan after that? We have to save Sir Hans.
Don't worry, we'll get to that. If it's not too late.
Hopefully it won't be. He's a noble, so they'll ransom him.
I don't know. His uncle has a reputation for being a pinch purse. You know him, Henry?
Yeah. Well, I don't know where you heard that from. He was always kind to me.
Oh, but that's all by the by anyway. I intend to wage war, not parley. And if I know Dry Devil, he's of the same mind.
Won't it be dangerous for Sir Hans?
It will, and for us too. But I'm sure Lord Capon is expecting that. He rode to Trotsky as a messenger to von Berghoff. I reckon he must have had some idea what might happen.
Long last.
What's this? Gate's wide open.
Watered, fed, saddled, first thing. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Greetings. What's your business here?
The blessing of our Lord Jesus Christ, sir. I expect you're Peter Pisek. I'm Jan Žižka of Trocnov. I have an important message for your guest, Hinek of Kunstadt. Actually, for you two.
A message for the Dry Devil?
Well now, Captain Žižka. And young Henry.
Margrave Jobs.
Sir.
I'm afraid your friend Hinek is no longer here. I'd love to know what brought you two together. But also, what the hell happened to you?
Well, sir...
Unfortunately, I'm otherwise occupied at the moment. Get some rest. You're clearly in dire need of it. We'll talk tomorrow. Sir Peter, please, take care of our guests.
Yes, sir.
Let's go!
He's all we needed.
You must be tired and hungry after your journey. Follow me.
You have a very fine fortress, my lord.
I'm glad you think so.
You don't?
To be honest, I'd much prefer to go back to Kuttenberg. Life in a... fortress isn't ideal for a man with my experience.
And with your fortune.
Well, that gets worryingly smaller every... day, Lord Trotznov.
Hardly surprising if you're putting up the Margrave here.
No, that's more down to his Hungarian cousin, if you get my meaning.
Perfectly, my lord.
God bless.
God be with you.
Eat whatever takes your fancy, my friends. You look like you've had a hard journey.
The journey wasn't so bad, especially compared to what came before it.
Where are you coming from, anyway?
From Trusky.
That's Sir Otto von Burgo's domain. Fuck me. What were you doing there, pray tell?
We were in a castle cellar, talking to an old acquaintance.
My God, how did that happen?
Simple. I'm in the service of Lord Sokol of Lamberg, same as Dry Devil. And I had a job to do around Trusky, if you get my meaning.
Absolutely. But it wasn't much of a success, was it?
Actually, it was pretty much. We even took a castle.
Well, more like a small stronghold.
And we nearly got von Berghoff, too.
And what prevented you from completing that righteous deed?
Markvart von Aulis.
I know that name. He's the commander of the Prague militia.
Exactly. And they came with him.
But why would the Praguers send forces to Trusky?
But they didn't, sir. They weren't sent to Trusky, but here. They just stopped off to visit von Berghoff because he was in a tight situation, and they took him along with them.
Here? To my fortress? Christ almighty.
Not just here, but everywhere where King Wenceslas still has supporters.
And that's also one of the reasons why we're here. We came to warn you. It seems Sigismund's run out of patience. He's going to break the truce and finish off the rebellion while he still has time. So he's convened all his followers in Kuttenberg with von Berghoff and von Orlitz in the lead. It's just a matter of time before the battles begin.
We've got to secure the fortress quickly, stock up on supplies, reinforce the guard and drill the troops. But I'm grateful to you, friends. Wait here. I'll have the best wine I have brought to you. Bring that red from Burgundy right away.
You might want to save some for Jobst.
I'll gladly risk his displeasure for this occasion.
It seems we both have the same opinion of Jobst, eh?
Well, that is, I wouldn't dream of disrespecting the Margrave. Where do you know him from?
I don't really know him as such. We merely know each other due to my original trade.
Yes, I've heard of you. They say you used to be, well...
Yes, a bandit. It's no secret, sir. King Wenceslas even put a price on my head once. And Catherine here, she...
I'm sure that's of no interest to the noble gentleman. And anyway, if anyone knows Jobst well, it's Henry here. You two are quite on friendly terms, aren't you?
Aye, we know each other well. We recently had talks together in Ratai.
Anyway, we're straying a little from the point. As I said, one of the reasons we came here is to warn you. And the other reason goes by the name of Hinek, the Dry Devil. Where is he?
Well, he was here for a while, at my invitation.
Was here? So he's gone?
Where did he go?
I couldn't say. He didn't part quite on the best of terms.
That's quite normal for him. Don't take it to heart, sir.
I had no issue with him. It's more about Margrave Jobst. When he met Hinek, he was somewhat disturbed.
Disturbed? Why?
Well, let's say, after an exchange of opinions, they agreed it would be best if they saw as little of each other as possible. I'm sure if you're interested in the details, the Margrave will explain it to you himself.
I'd be very surprised.
What was Dry Devil doing here, anyway?
Waging war, if you can call it that. He ambushed 3 of Sigismund's supply caravans and a troop of Cumans in these parts alone. It made me a little nervous. If anyone found out he was hiding out here, in the end, it was Jobst himself who sorted it out. He told Hynek he had to stop because he was interfering with his plans.
Why is Jobst taking such risks? He almost put himself in Sigismund's reach. What for?
To do what he's been doing all his life. Scheming.
One could put it that way. He's seeking allies amongst the undecided lords, and winning over to our side some of the ones who've sided with Sigismund so far.
He wants to make deals with turncoats?
Alas, that's the way it goes in politics. The majority lean towards the side where they expect the least problems. Just between us, I'm not too pleased myself about Jobst's strategy, and I'm the last one who'd wish for violence.
What do you think about all of this, sir? Sigismund, Wenceslas, Jobst?
What kind of question is that? Do you doubt my loyalty to our king?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Henry here sometimes forgets to weigh his words, sir.
That's all right. To be frank, we all know that King Wenceslas isn't the great man his father Charles was. But that is the way of the world. History is full of kings who didn't know how to wear the crown. The blood running in their veins is more important than what's in their heads. He's not a capable ruler. What of it? In my opinion, kingship is above all a guarantee of divine peace. A sovereign's greatest asset is his legitimacy.
But what if the sovereign is truly bad? If he's mad, say?
I'll put it this way. Nobody lives forever, lad.
Least of all bad king. Isn't that right, sir?
So, what about us? What do we do now?
The Margrave will certainly want to talk to you, but the earliest he'll be back at the fortress will be tomorrow. I hope until then, you won't refuse my offer of a bed for the night.
Just an offer. So you'd let us leave if we wanted to?
Well, the Margrave did ask me to look after you until he returns, for the sake of security.
Whose security?
Good question. Yours, I expect.
So be it. I couldn't take another step anyway.
Sir, there's still one more thing we came for. Lord von Bergov is holding my lord, Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, hostage. And we also have to warn Jobst's ally, John of Liechtenstein. Do you know anything about those two?
Sorry, I don't. I didn't even know von Bergau had come here until you told me. And I've heard nothing about Lord Liechtenstein.
Which is actually good news. If he'd been caught and executed, the word would be all over the region. So there's a strong hope he's alive.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Lord Pisek.
It's the least I could do, lad. My fortress is open to all the king's supporters, even if that does make it a bit crammed.
I suppose I ought to get to bed. Where can I sleep, sir?
I had some chambers prepared for all of you. Yours is right here in the palace. Cross that corridor and go up the stairs. You can't miss it. There's a garland above the door. But first, eat your fill. All of you. And maybe you'd like to bathe before going to bed. I told my servant Susanna to prepare baths for you. The baths are in the little house in the courtyard. right next to the well.
I'm sorry.
Good evening. What do you need?
What do you have for sale?
Happy to be of service, sir. What'll it be?
Lord Pisek said we could have a bath here?
Yes, sir. I prepared the hot water and fragrant oils myself. And I'll wash your clothes as well.
Thank you.
You needn't thank me, sir. And now, if you'll allow me, I'll help you undress.
What'll it be?
Careful!
So you got your revenge? Father, did it make you feel any better? It did. So what comes next?
Mark von Aulitz is next. Then von Burgov.
And is that what you really want, son? No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened.
It's what I want.
Are you sure, Henry?
What's happening? Why are you waking me up? You again?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you, sir. You and the other gent.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose. I don't know what his name is, but he's waiting down in the courtyard. I'm just on my way to tend to his wounds.
And what about Catherine?
That's the good wife who arrived with...
Oh, very well.
Before you go, I brought you some... Oh, have I been...
No. Do you need anything else?
No, sir.
So, why are you standing here?
You haven't dismissed me.
I'm not a nobleman. You don't have to stand on ceremony with me.
I do, since you're a guest of the Margrave, sir. May I...
I? That is...
Thank you, sir.
God be with you, my friend. I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
Greetings. Do you need something?
What goes on in the forest, Hunt?
There are poachers prowling in the woods. A band led by this G...
What happened?
They killed a rare white... Sir Peter of Pisac put a...
I must say, I've never seen a white...
It's an exceedingly... Sir Peter forbade hunting it.
Do you know any more about these poachers?
They're led by some fella... From what I've heard, the guards always sent them...
That knacker, Wolfram. Do you think he had anything...
Oh, he has a dishonourable profession, but having the gall to work with poachers, he's on thin enough ice as it is. But he might know something of...
All right, Huntsman. I'll try to track the poachers down. Maybe the...
Excellent. Every member of that band...
Where should I look for these poachers?
Ah, that's the hard part. If you don't know what to do, you can try to get something out of the knacker.
Thanks for the advice.
Farewell, good sir.
Greetings to you.
You see, meine Dame? We aren't idle here. My men train like that every day.
Admirable. Lo, the worth Henry of Skalitz. I'm just holding a discussion with the captain here about his desolate fortress.
That's not how I'd put it. In the end, it's mine großvater. What do you say, lad?
Aye. I have to admit, the soldiers here look pretty fearsome.
I get the feeling you'd run instead of facing...
Leave him be, meine Dame.
Now look here, I was just being polite.
Ach ja?
Do you...
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your... Pulcock, come here! The first... See, meine Dame, we aren't
Lo, the worth Henry of Skalitz. I'm just holding a discussion with the...
That's not how I'd put it. In the end, as mein Großvater said, what do you say, lad? Am I right?
Aye. I have to admit, the soldiers...
I get the feeling you'd run.
Leave him be, meine Dame.
Now look here. I was just being polite.
Ach ja?
Do you...
Come, Junge. Pulcock, come here. The first to bleed loses.
Excellent, Henry.
It was nothing.
Gut gemacht. You have my admiration. You really are good with the sword. I hope my idiots learned a thing or two from you.
You should receive some kind of reward for that feat.
And what rewards would you have in mind?
I was rearranging our saddlebags and I remembered I took a small memento from Trotsky.
Oh.
A hunting crossbow. I was meaning to sell it.
My word. I better go and find Zizka.
I saw Zizka next to the stables.
Do you want to come with us to see Jobst?
Not really. I'll go and pack my things. I have a feeling we'll have to leave.
Why?
A woman's...
The Lord be with you. What brings you here?
How are you, dear good wife?
All the better for being greeted so respectfully. He's terribly jealous, and he could have...
You wouldn't happen to know where Lord Hinnek of Kunstad went, would you? He was a guest here. What? How did that...
A respectable woman doesn't talk about...
I beg your pardon, milady, but could you tell me what's new? I'm asking because I've just arrived.
If it's mercenary work you're interested in, you'll have to ask elsewhere.
I beg your pardon, milady, but could you tell me what's new around here? I'm asking because I've just arrived and I'd like...
If it's mercenary work you're interested in, you'll have to ask elsewhere. God be with you.
What do you need?
I'll have a look at your wares.
Maybe next time then, sir.
And the scarf. It's...
How are things, Captain?
What do you think? I've seen better days. And you, youngster?
Me? Well, considering what we've been through, surprisingly good.
Just wait until you've been through as much as I have.
Nah, don't say that. You still have your strength. A real man of iron.
A damned rusty one, I'd say. But enough chat. I see Jobst has returned to the fortress.
That's why I'm here. They're expecting us. I wanted to take Catherine along too, but she said she'd rather get the horses ready.
She's doing the right thing, and you better run ahead and greet the Margrave. I'll join you shortly.
Are you expecting trouble?
I always expect trouble. Yup, and the way things are these days, I'd rather have...
What about that dry devil of yours?
No, nobody asked him where he was going. I'm not surprised. If I know him...
At least...
He might. To be honest, that's the only...
Should I really go and see Jobst on my own? He's a Margrave, though.
So what? You already know him better than I do.
All right, but he sent for us both.
A bit odd, I suppose.
All right, then. I'll be going.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Henry. Where's Captain Zizka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergov's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund, so I assume the negotiations at Trotsky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report. So what happened with von Bergov at Trotsky?
Bergov had no interest in our message. By the time we finally arrived at Trotsky, he'd already long since made a deal with Sigismund. But of course he didn't tell Sir Hans and me anything. And on top of that, he used us to do his dirty work. Everything went to hell in the end, and we ended up in a dungeon. Or at least I did. They took Lord Capon away. In fact, that's why we're here. We were following von Bergov's trail.
So I've heard. But I'd be interested to know the details. It's been some time since our meeting in Ratai, and now you appear here by the side of a quite unexpected guest.
Well, it wasn't the best circumstances to meet Zhizka in. They sent him to the Trotsky region to cause problems, and our paths happened to cross. We crossed swords. I can only thank God we didn't kill each other.
And who was giving Zhizka orders? Do you know?
I think it's some Jan Sokol of Lamberg.
That would make sense. He was always quite pig-headed.
Forgive me, my lord, but how is it possible you don't know? Aren't you all on the same side?
Bear in mind that my dear cousin, His Majesty King Wenceslas, has many supporters, and each of them has their own ideas about how to defend him.
I understand. It seems complicated.
On the contrary, it's all quite simple. If I could get them all together in one banquet hall, give them their fill of wine and venison, they'd come to an agreement on the spot. Let's move on. I heard something about a pillory and poaching. What in God's name did you and Sir Hans get up to?
Things went wrong right from the beginning. We were ambushed, and we lost the letter. Lord Capon and I were lucky to get out of it alive. But no one at Trotsky believed that we were messengers.
Von Berghoff refused to aid a nobleman in need. That seems pretty low for a man of his stature.
Well, to be honest, Lord Capon didn't really look much like a nobleman. We were ambushed while bathing in a pond, and then we fled through the woods. So we really looked like a pair of beggars.
Ah, that must have been a peculiar feeling for Lord Capon.
Not only for him, sir. I may be just a bastard, but that doesn't mean I'm used to begging at castle gates dressed in rags.
Believe me, I didn't intend in the least to make such an insinuation. In any case, are you sure there's nothing else you want to tell me?
Well, you should probably know that Istvan Toth was working for von Berghoff.
Who's he?
One of Sigismund's cronies. He was causing havoc around Ratai.
Ah, yes. Hanush and Radzig mentioned some such person. They even foolishly let him go.
They had to. They gave him their word.
Yes. Well, it's actually quite heartening that some people still have such naive ideas about the world.
Well, no one let him go this time. He's dead.
Very good. From what I've heard, he was a bandit and a cutthroat. There should be no dealings with his ilk.
Isn't Zhizka a bandit too, though?
Zhizka is loyal to Wenceslas. So he's no bandit or cutthroat, but a faithful servant of our king, carrying out resistance against his enemies. But let's move on. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me?
That's all that happened, sir.
Truly. My court messenger and bearer of tidings, both good and bad, John of Liechtenstein, has mysteriously gone silent. So every piece of information I get now is precious. By the way, you said you were in von Berghoff's dungeon, and I can imagine how they treated you there. Tell me, did you reveal anything?
Well, they asked questions, yes. But I was counting on that, and prepared myself for it.
How did you prepare yourself?
Well, I mainly told them things I was pretty sure von Berghoff already knew. Like that Radzig is a supporter of Wenceslas, that you and I met in Ratai.
And was he satisfied with that?
Well, I don't think he expected anything more from a simple servant of Lord Capon.
That's true. I must say, Henry, you've pleasantly surprised me. You can keep a cool head as the world around you burns. You'll make it far. Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be glad if you stayed at the fortress. As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay. I'm sure you already want to go home.
What? Go home? I can't. I have to rescue Sir Hans. I made a promise I'd protect him.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord Capon. I'm sure von Berghoff has him trapped in a gilded cage.
But I made a promise, sir.
I understand, but honestly, Lord Capon is now safer than you or I. The most sensible course now is to wait for the ransom demand.
Margrave.
Ah, Captain Zizka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave thinks he's in no danger, and we should wait for a ransom demand.
As one does.
I wanted to talk to you about something else. I suppose you're wondering why your friend Hinnek, also known as the Dried Devil, isn't here?
Oh, there's plenty of gossip going on around the fortress. You and Pisek refused to grant him asylum.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hinnek came to burn and pillage. I have quite different plans.
Oh. And what might those be, Margrave? Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon. What would I expect? Not so long ago, you were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother!
It would be futile trying to explain to you the intricacies of the Luxembourg's dynastic politics. Let me just explain that that was what was called for in the situation. But I assure you that I am now acting in the best interests of this country and of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road. No offense intended. I applaud your art. The pen is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa. Enter!
We're ready to leave now, sir.
Good. It's high time. I expect the captain was about to leave anyway. Are you not?
With pleasure.
And you, Henry?
Me? Well, sir, I made a promise.
I understand. I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences. I consider this matter closed. Farewell and good luck.
I get the feeling Yopes didn't make a great impression on you. Are we leaving?
Yeah. And Henry's going with us.
Wait, you'll help me find Capon?
Sure. But we'll need people for that. And information. Catherine, I've got a job for you.
Yes?
Go to Kuttenberg. Find out what happened to Liechtenstein. If anyone knows what's going on in this godforsaken country, it'll be him. In the meantime, we'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
Let's go! Stay close. The devil doesn't know you, but he should recognize me. Like this, unless he's too drunk.
What is your plan, anyway? Go from village to village, hamlet to hamlet, until we find him?
That won't be necessary. Sorry. We just have to visit places where you can get booze.
Oh, so all the taverns and dens in the region?
If it comes to that.
I'm up for that.
Don't get your hopes up. We'll have a beer, listen to the local rumour mill, and if we don't find anything, we'll pay up and move on.
Where do we start?
I have heard of a place that's a favoured meeting spot of bandits, poachers, and all kinds of scum. If I was looking for the devil, or at least someone who knows something about him, that's where I'd go.
Sounds like a good place to start. And if we find the devil, what then?
If we're really to step on Sigismund's toes, we need capable men. And the devil's capable. Of anything, really.
I'm not sure what the three of us can achieve.
Inek's not alone. He has the devil's pack.
Who?
That's what his band is called. They're exactly the sort of men we need.
And what do you have in mind when you say step on Sigismund's toes? What about Liechtenstein and Capon?
The same thing we did to von Berghoff. But don't worry, it's going to take a lot of time before we're ready. In the meantime, hopefully Catherine will find out where young Liechtenstein is hiding. If his spy network really lives up to the legend, he'll surely know where they're keeping young Capon.
I hope so. And when he's free, then we can step on Sigismund's toes. I'm sure Lord Capon will be happy to help.
In that case, he'd be better off staying in captivity. So, what do you say? Shall we speed up?
Aye. The sooner we get there, the better.
Yeah. I hope our journey doesn't prove to be in vain. Keep your hand on your hilt, Henry. Around here, you never know what might happen.
I warned you had it coming, you drunk!
Hang on, I didn't see it. Does feel better when I've had a drink. It's a gift from God.
Either you pay us back our coin, or you can leave your head with us.
You wouldn't get a groschen for an alternative, mine.
You're right about that.
I'd have a use for that turnip. But I can only pay for it with iron.
Shiska?
You turn on your heel and get going. If you value your life. You might have noticed there's more of us than you.
That can be fixed.
To hell with you! You're going to fuck with us!
Fuck that!
You look like somebody sent you out!
Flank him! Do I have to pull you out of trouble again? I see you're still a drunkard.
It's good to see you too, Shishka. What happened to...
That doesn't matter now.
Huh? Who's that? Where's your old band?
You're looking at all that's left of it.
I see we have a lot to talk about.
That we do. Anyway, this is Henry. Henry, this is Kubienka.
Hiya, lad. And thanks for the help. You're handy with a sword.
Thanks.
Not that I couldn't handle them myself.
He would be one of the best archers north of the Alps. If he wasn't drunk or with one arm in the stocks all the time.
Shouldn't we leave before someone notices the corpses?
Easy, lad. This was the devil's den. If we behave ourselves, the innkeeper will just charge us a cleaning fee, and that will be that.
There will be plenty of time to get acquainted with the local customs. We're looking for the devil. Where is he?
Well, when I said we have a lot to talk about, now is the time. This is the innkeeper, Dreadlight.
Gentlemen, I won't have this. You're murdering my guests and making a mess.
They started it.
They've been drinking on credit for half a day. Who's going to pay for this now?
If you search their pockets and sell their weapons, that should cover it. And I have a feeling Kubienka here owed them some dice winnings.
I didn't cheat.
Pay him.
All right, then. What did I do to deserve you? Here you go.
Ah, I see you are a nobleman and a generous one at that. You didn't have to, but thank you. I'm much obliged. You don't need to worry about anything. We'll clear away the corpses, pour some sand on the blood, and no one will know what happened here.
That's nice of you. But leave us alone now.
Nobody will be looking for them anyway. Only the catchpoles would be interested in them. You might even get a reward.
Did you hear, Lord Shishka?
Yes, I did. Of course. I'm leaving. Just call if you need anything.
Who's this devil fella of yours, anyway?
He's an angry, dangerous murderer. Someone you want on your side, but never against you.
And a treacherous old fox, too. One time, he was besieging a castle, and when they refused to surrender, he dressed up as a begging hag. They let him in, and he slit their throats in their sleep. I still regret not being there to see that.
I was there. In fact, he kidnapped that hag's grandsons and told her he'd cripple them unless she let him in the castle. She opened the gate for him at night, and you know the rest.
Ha! Well, I could better the way Devil tells it.
Is it just you and the devil here? Where's the rest?
That's the problem.
What problem?
Well, I'm alone here.
Where's everybody else?
I'd like to know that too. When the devil was captured, they scattered. Some are dead, some ran for the hills. Some are probably holed up somewhere drinking.
What? The devil's been captured and that's how you tell me the news?
Who captured him?
How should I know? Some armed bastards.
Shit, Kubienka, you must know who came after you and why.
Well, he botched this job in Kuttenberg. It was supposed to be a breeze, but the fuckers outnumbered us 3-1. Before we could react, they knocked the devil down and pounded on him like a deaf man on a door. Ada and I tried to help him, but we just couldn't.
Fuck.
It pisses me off that we had to leave him there. But we would have been captured.
Do you know where they're keeping him?
Why? The town guard took him.
Fuck. There's no way we...
My words. Otherwise, not even a mouse can get him there.
How long has it been since he was captured?
I've been sitting here drinking ever since.
A month? They haven't hanged him.
That's the thing. The devil, they want to send his soul to the Lord in a... The devil is a proper bastard.
What are they planning to do with him?
There are several empty tents in Sigismund's camp. They'll take him to their camp outside of town.
Who told you that?
They say the people of Kuttenberg...
If they're going to move him, that could be our chance.
He will be watched by a dozen armed guards.
I thought the devil would have at least 10 men.
I was going to hire some muscle...
More like I know you. But, can you think of anything else that might come in handy?
Well, how about some hand cannons?
Have you got some?
Well, not on...
Maybe. What place is that?
This narrow gully with a nice... west of here. You can't miss it.
Looks like there's still some sense left.
And what about me?
You'll go with...
Great! At least I won't have to carry them myself.
Don't dilly-dally. And when you have them, keep an eye on him. And don't let him talk.
Get on your horse, or we'll never get the devil out of this. How did you meet Shishka anyway?
We tried to capture him, but he ambushed and captured us instead.
That sounds like Shishka. But that is how friendships for life are made.
With one of them in jail, while the other mocks them through the bars.
Actually, that's how I met my wife.
You have a wife? Where is she now?
Where could she be? Maybe rotting in the jail. They're there on our wedding night.
Well, that's what you say.
Oh, come on, Henry. You must have some fun, even if you are about to hang. Do not frown. It does not suit you.
I'm not frowning. That's just how my face is.
My condolences, then. Especially to your family. If my wife gave birth to something like that, I wouldn't know whether to fetch a priest or a shovel.
You don't know shit about my family, so keep your mouth shut.
Or what?
Or... you'll see.
I've seen things you wouldn't believe.
You nearly got killed just now, yet you're stirring shit again.
Oh, well, I cannot help myself. Life's to be lived, and the body's to go to the grave properly fucked up. So I take it easy. As they say in Latin, cop demon.
So you're a mercenary, cutthroat, swindler, drunk, and on top of that, a philosopher?
I'm a man of many. You know what.
A man of many debts and drinks.
Oh, come on, you do not even know me. We will get to know each other once we have a drink together. Speaking of which, would you have a drop on you?
No.
Fuck. I never ride out without some supplies. I don't know if I can stand it.
A few more stupid jokes and I'll plug your gob. But it won't be with booze.
You are very lucky to be with Shishka, that you saved me.
I'm starting to regret it.
That's why I like you. We will have so much fun together. I feel it in my bones. But we better pick up our pace. I need to piss. I just better not piss on my boots or trip over. Oh, almost done. Oh, not done yet. Finally. Temple's near. There's a path along the stream leading through. There were also some pretty rocks nearby. And I used to wade through that stream every time he went to visit some lad. Or when he was returned. You can smell the wedge from miles away, but he can't take 3 steps in the woods without getting lost. Some people are just made that way. Nothing you can do about it. I mean, if Anna could find the camp, you'll have no problem finding it yourself. Oh, and the hand cannons. They're buried somewhere near the camp. Just a few steps. That much I remember. Maybe by the stream. Or right in it? No, that's not it. Oh, we were drunk, but we're not that stupid. Although, maybe Janos and Edda are. One time, they decided to rob some merchant because we were running out of food.
What are we going to do now?
Well, welcome to our...
this mess?
Hey, you don't see me in...
So where are the cannons?
We hit something, and something is buried a little ways.
Don't you remember where you put them?
Well, I have a rough idea.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
One of those places.
We're going to dig through half the forest.
Nonsense. I'll walk around. Anyway, we need a shovel.
Which one is that? Come on then. We don't have much time.
Lad, hey, here it is. Bring the shovel. Be quick. It is already taking us longer than we wanted. We were as drunk as fiddlers when we buried them. But this place seems really familiar. Before that, we had to bury old Lodil, and we had to fortify ourselves.
I was a fool to think this would be easy.
So, I was wrong.
So you're digging the next one?
Listen, lad.
Just tell me you didn't throw those hand cannons in the water.
Of course not. Look at that basket over there.
What about it?
The cannons are not there, but there is something better. Booze. Be a lovely lad and fetch it.
Why not?
Good boy.
I found something in the back.
Beautiful.
You can take all of it.
Are you feeling unwell?
I'm starting to feel like...
All right. Right. Enough playing around. Stick. Here.
Are you sure?
Ah, so this is the grave of poor Odiel. I was sure we buried him elsewhere.
Ugh. What stench?
Why? He did not smell much better when he was alive. Oh, well. God grant him eternal life and some soap.
What about us?
If Lodiel is here, then I reckon I know where the hand cannons are. So, this is it.
Don't tell me you've lost your way.
Oh, please. Me? Never. I found it. See? I told you I knew
God, why are you...
Oh, don't cry.
Will you take the cannons? Right.
Let's go.
I'd rather go with you.
Mount up then.
Whoa!
Die! Die! Die!
I think I've heard that one before. How did Ziska put it? The best shot north of the Alps, and also the best singer north of Sasau. Nightingales have nothing on you.
Then we'll make hats roll like berries. Women, my friend, is a venomous creature. Best kicker, I'll cause her best, her best feature. She'll break your heart and you want no other. Forget that damn troll up and drink your wine, brother. Waters of harlots and drags from the wine kegs. Fuck all the rest today, I'm with my comrades. Fuck all to eat today, still we'll be merry. Drink your booze, then we'll make hats roll like berries. Waters of harlots and drags from the wine kegs. Fuck all the rest today.
We have the hand cannons.
How did it go? Any trouble?
It went smoothly.
That's right. My memory's like,
Civ?
See how well we understand each other.
What's the plan?
We wait. We'll position ourselves on the flanks, and when they pass, we'll attack.
Why are the wagons standing there? I was hoping we would block the road with a tree or something.
Look what I managed to find. A true march of the maimed. If they had to cut down a tree, they'd chop off their own limbs. We at least took a wheel off. It looks less suspicious, and the convoy will have to stop anyway.
Oi, fuck, but...
But what?
I would put it a little further back, so they will not see it, until they are right next to it.
Ah, look who's thinking. And what then?
Then we rise with the hand cannons and blast the bastards to smithereens, from above.
What a load of rubbish.
What rubbish? It is like a battlement, but on a wagon. You get it right? Haha.
Shut up. We'll do it my way.
Make up your minds. It's hard to say how much time we have.
So, Kubienka, take half of the men and go over there. The rest will stand on the other side.
Where will I go?
You'll stay here, with me.
And then what?
We'll wait for them to arrive. And then...
Are we there yet? No, how many fucking times have I told you? Are you deaf?
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
You hold me up in irons. You can't even show me a grain of human decency.
Halt!
What the fuck?
Damn. There's more of them than I was expecting. I can't back out now. Let's blast at them and seize the advantage.
Oi! You two! Get that wreck off the road.
Not to worry, Honorable Sir. We're working on it. To the task!
Matilda!
Fucking hell! My leg, damn it! You idiots!
Yeah, that was just a warning shot. Surrender, or the next one will go straight through your guts.
So next time, will you hit the mark?
I'd rather settle it without bloodshed.
That's easy. Surrender, and none of you will be harmed. Until you hang alongside the devil, that is.
And the only one surrendering will be you.
Oh, really? Rupert, bring that bastard to me. And you, arrest the others. If they resist, just kill him.
Halt! Not another step, or...
Oh, what? Are you gonna shoot at this sky again?
We are here by the order of the Lords of Lipa. Release Sir Hinnek, and you won't be harmed.
What's the dry devil to the Lords of Lipa? They have no people around here. No authority.
They follow the instructions of Royal Hetman Radzig Kobyla.
If the Hetman wants the dry devil, he should talk to my lord. I'm not releasing him without a direct order.
Do you oppose the will of the Royal Hetman?
I don't see any Hetman here. Move out of our way, or taste our steel.
Gibbet Hinnek of Kunstad. I won't say it again.
Fuck off! Men, have at them!
Hey! Get him!
You're no match for us, fucker!
Scumbag!
I'll be done with you in a flash.
Ha! Fuck you!
Shut!
You won't get me! on, man!
True blood!
Flank him!
Let him have it!
Christ!
I'm hit! Kick your ass and...
Keep it up!
Nice hit!
You're so fucking ugly, you just got
Show
to die!
what you're
made of! To me! Come on, get him from you!
He's had it! This has been going on too long! Slice him up! He's had it! Yeah! Don't spare him!
That won't work on me!
Hey! Help! Get him! Have it! Once more, and we can go home. To be, you wretch!
This one is still there!
Let him have it! Good hit! Amen to you!
우등.
All right, we're done here. We've got to get the devil out of here somehow. So put the wheel back on and get the horse. If you're bleeding, patch yourself up quickly. We need to get out of here soon. If you're not bleeding, clear the bodies off the road. Hide them somewhere, but be quick about it, all right? Come here, Henry. You don't have all day.
We should get out of here, don't you think?
The sooner we're gone, the better. Welcome back, Hinnick.
If it wasn't for you, I'd still be getting worked over by those bastards in Sigismund's camp. You saved my arse, fellas. Although, I have a second hole in it now because of you. Ouch!
That was an accident. I couldn't hit you that well, even if I wanted to.
That would be a shame. We'd be hard-pressed to find another horseman like him.
Spare me the flattery. It's enough you thought I was worth saving. Warms the cockles of my heart.
Don't thank me until you know what we're up to.
Ha ha! I knew there was a reason you rescued me. What's your plan?
We need to find John of Liechtenstein and finally rescue Lord Capon.
Who the fuck are they?
You'll learn that sooner. First things first, Henry. How are we doing, Devil?
Hideout. Our old camp was a...
Don't insult our home.
Shush! We can stay here.
Here? For all to see?
This here hole is far from town. As long as you're paying, oh, this place has everything we need.
And there are no fleas in...
Furthermore, it's called the Devil's Den.
All right, have it your way. But back to the point, Devil.
My people? Could be Anka, isn't it?
No, he isn't.
That's too bad. Are they fucked?
We'll have to do something. But first, you should go and see Catherine. See if she's...
You're not coming with me?
Does that bother you?
Someone might reckon...
All right. What will you be doing?
I don't know about these two, but I'll...
But we don't have time for that. We need more people.
Forget it. It hurts like you...
At least tell me what happened to your infamous Devil's Pack.
Yeah, I'd like to know that, too.
You gather a band of criminals, and then you are surprised that...
So, nobody's left?
Some might...
Well, if they're not already swinging on...
How will you find them? They could be anywhere.
We'll have to search for them. Will you help us, Henry?
I reckon I don't have a choice, do I?
I like that boy.
At least tell him where to find the bastards.
I'd love to.
Not many of us are left. Janos and I reckon they are gorging themselves somewhere.
What about Bahuta and his brother?
Slavik died, Bahuta took it badly. He's not coming back.
Fuck. Henry may be able to convince him.
I doubt it, but he can try.
Do we have anyone else?
Well, there's Matthew.
And that's all.
We could also try those rebellious farmers who are fighting against Sigismund around here.
I don't want any dirty peasants. I want my old pack.
In that case, there is no one else left.
Well, you've only given me their names, but I need to know a bit more than that.
Come and see me before you head out. I knew them.
I'll visit the town first. If Catherine's waiting, the sooner we find Lichten...
What is it with this bird?
I'll tell you everything before Henry. Henry, you should hurry up and come right back here.
Why do they call you the Dry Devil?
Why do they call you fuckhead?
But they don't call...
All right, I was only joking. And my natural beauty, it's certainly catchier than his grace. That name wouldn't scare a fucking coward.
How are your injuries healing?
Well, I didn't really need... I can't really stand.
It was just terrible luck that we hit...
Yeah, I was feeling bitter for a while. And between us...
How do you know Kubyanka?
He saved my arse back at Neuhaus. I thought we were fucked. But then, Kubyanka...
What did he get for it?
The first thing he got was a good fucking beating. But after we escaped, we made sure he didn't have to be...
How long have you known Zizka?
It's been a while. He served with me during the Moravian...
So you were his commander?
That's water under the bridge now. I'm just an old... I don't give a shit about the SARS anymore.
Ah. All right, then.
Well, based on what you two have been through, I'd say you should know when everything is fucked. People around you are dying.
Will you be spending the night?
Seems that way.
But of course. We have 2 free rooms. I'll have them cleaned up.
Don't even bother clean...
Tread light.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
You don't seem like an ordinary innkeeper.
And what else would I be, eh?
Oh, come on. A tavern and full of rogues on top.
Me? I'm but an honest man.
An honest-to-God fence, eh?
How dare you?
Ah, stop with the mummery. You think I want someone sniffing?
All right, then. If you ever find any...
I reckon the two of us will get along just fine.
I'm glad to hear it.
I'll have a look at the wares. I'd like to discuss the price.
All right, I'm listening.
How's this?
That's more like it.
And it looked like we'd never agree.
Excellent! You made a fine purchase, good sir.
God bless you, sir.
Show me your word.
I'd like to do something about that price.
Very well. I'm done haggling.
I'll have a look at your wares. What will you do now?
We'll give it some thought and see. Hopefully we'll know better when you come.
Who is this Kubyanka, anyway?
We were defending a castle and...
Can he be trusted?
Aye, he's known to provoke. Did you see what happened when we...
You mean how they wanted to cut his throat?
Aye, it's best not...
What should I know about the devil?
Just look...
I heard he's a nobleman.
He's the captain of Znojmo. He has a foul mouth.
I suppose he's not a pure...
Certainly not.
What draws you to him?
We're both different. That's it. When things go to shit...
Aren't you worried about Catherine?
Do you think I should be?
I don't know. But when you're stalking Licht...
No one forced. Remember how she dealt...
Aye, but...
Catherine sharpens her dagger...
You said you were going to tell me more about the...
Didn't you say you wanted to find this...
I changed my mind.
Anyway, only a few as far as I know. And maybe Matthew.
Tell me about Bahuta first.
Well, Bahuta, he and his brother could drink...
It sounds like you three, but you said his brother was...
Yes, he died right before he dropped everything over.
Where can I find Bahuta?
At the rectory in Grunts.
Did you ever see him again after they...
Yeah, but there was...
You think it'll be different?
Look, I don't know.
I'll go over there and try to...
But be careful, it was Slavic who kept...
Now tell me something about this Matthew.
The name may be pretty, but he's also a damn willy bastard.
And where do I find him?
I hear there is someone, maybe the bailiff can tell you.
If he's so crooked, why did you take him in?
Nasty character, someone...
I'm not afraid of dirt.
Here, here.
What about the rest of them?
Of course. That leaves Jana.
Who is this Adder?
Oh, that's easy. He's... But otherwise, he...
Do you know where he could be?
I have no idea.
How am I supposed to communicate with Adder?
Yes, you do. You must use your hands and...
Tell me more about this Ranyek.
Ranyek has a great... Oh, and that...
How did he get that bird?
How do you think? He wanted... If anybody would not...
Do you have any idea how I could find him?
Oh, I don't know anything about him. Try asking around Eddie. It is possible he lost his hose and...
Did you ever see him again after the devil was cut?
Oh, just once. Oh, but I was skinned either way. I told him to fuck off.
Tell me about this Janos.
Janos?
And how did he get here?
Not at all. He did something. He was having the time of his life until recently. Wine, but if you knew how he can cook...
How can I recognize this Janos?
Like I said, he looks a bit where you talk to him.
I'm already liking this Janos. I think we'll...
Janos.
I like good food too.
You too will. Janos has seen a lot.
Thanks.
I may sound like...
It's filthy again. Damn it.
Christ! Pardon me.
Well, this doesn't seem too bad.
Quick! Quick!
Cha!
Quick! Quick!
Go! Cha!
Quick!
Cha!
Watch where you're going!
I bought a lovely new bow the other day for a great price.
What good's a bow to you, for God's sake? What a waste of money.
Didn't you hear that the king himself announced that everyone should have a good bow on hand?
Which king would that be?
I don't know exactly. But when the king commands, his subjects have to obey, don't they?
You didn't hear it from the trader who sold you the...
Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
Greetings, Black.
What can I say? But my apprentice, just look at this.
Well,
What do you mean?
well, I'll say.
No.
How would a bet?
You'll give me... And if you fall...
And of course.
Well, of course.
And what if my...
Then you look... You take the... Right. What would you like, sir?
What do you... I'd like to do something about that price.
Very well. Finally, a reasonable... I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
I don't feel much like moving somehow.
You're in a foul temper today, aren't you?
For fuck's sake. This bloody war's all we... need. Our fields are ravaged, our barns are empty, all our...
So, what's it till you kiss my ass?
Farewell, good sir.
What do you need, sir?
I need something...
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye. Excellent. You made a fine purchase, good sir.
Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
quick!
Whoa.
You're always welcome here, good sir. What do you need?
I'll have a look.
What can you do? Maybe next time then, sir.
My
I'd like to...
Son, you're...
I'm ready.
On the road, he wanted brave.
What penance?
Say the Lord.
Time to go.
That's right.
I'd like to...
You've all...
How is Lot?
There is the locals.
Glad to hear.
Aye. God be with you.
Praise be Jesus Christ.
Now and forever.
Excuse me. Are you...
That's right, I am. If you're here...
I don't need to right any wrongs. The devil sent me to see if you...
He is free. Anyway, tell him I'm dead.
Why don't you want to go back?
I want to reform myself. There is no way to do that if I am with the devil.
I'd like to find the rest of the...
Just Ranyek.
What did he want from you?
He was begging me for some as always.
Ranyek still hasn't given up dice.
That fella will He won a really nice...
Do you know where I could find him now?
Last time he told me he had a game.
Thanks. I'll be on my way.
Hold on. Well, God knows he...
We can.
Every soul can look at me. But I learned...
Why all of a sudden?
Come pray with me. Hey, how did you get involved with the devil anyway?
By accident. It was thanks to Jan Žižka.
So, you know Žižka too. Where from?
It's a long story. But, if you came to the Devil's Den, I'll tell you all about it over a beer.
Nice try, lad, but I'm staying away from the drink. It's just not worth it. What do you think of the devil anyway?
He's a little quirky, but he's a good man deep down.
Ha! A good man. I wonder what you'll say when you see what he's really capable of. To him, a human life is only worth what someone is willing to pay for it.
Where did you say you wanted to pray?
At my brother's grave. Well, here we are.
Is that Slavek's grave?
You know my brother's...
Aye.
Aye, we were in the band together.
Was that important to you?
Father Havel put her together with my brother.
This is where you want to pray for...
Here is where I found...
Why did you decide to leave?
Because of my brother. He was complete.
But you must have been used to
He did not fear death, but now he's paying for it. It may be foolish.
Don't you want to help the devil?
That's not up to me. He has to help himself.
Too bad.
I thought you...
Oh. Aye, all right.
Yes, I, the Pater Noster, Advente ad... Your turn now.
You're saying it wrong. Listen. It goes like this. Pater Noster, adveniat regnum...
All right. Panem mo...
Panem nostrum et dimite nobis et ne nos inducas a...
Hey! That's all I can... Go!
Whoa!
Go! Ja! Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
God! God!
Whoa! Whoa!
Quick!
Whoa!
Keep your eyes on the road!
He would pay on St. Gallus's day. But St. Gallus came and went, and this wine refused to pay. So his neighbor went to the court.
Christ, wounds! Watch out with that horse!
Avoid dealing with dishonest types. You are no better than criminals.
Good day to you.
God bless you.
Pour me one.
So what's it going to be? Keep your eyes on the road, you fool.
I bet they can't wait for us to join. Have you ever even...